Hi, I'm Luke. I'm the drummer.
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm the guitarist.
I'm Casey. I'm the lead guitarist and I do backing vocals.
Hi, I'm Parker. I play the bass guitar, and I also sing sometimes, and I also play guitar and piano sometimes.
I am the proxy of the mayor of Chudtopia, Sawyer. Also, Eli, who is not here. He's doing something right now.
Sawyer unfortunately could not be with us at the moment. Sawyer is dying of like pneumonia or some shit, and Eli had a another commitment. So okay, pretty much I was like trying to get as many people together that I knew like that played instruments as possible to like work on something. And like we had been talking about forming a band for a while. And so like we were all just kind of there and we were like, let's just make a band. Cause like honestly, it's easier to write music when you have more than one person.
Yeah, yeah.
Matt hasn't been in the band the whole time, but he's a great new member and we're very excited about it.
Yeah, I'm pretty recent. I'm new, I guess. I don't know.
I'm new to this.
I mean, like,
I just got
I mean, the should I hold this?
Yeah, hold it up to your
Okay.
mouth. Yeah.
Hello. I mean, the way it started, Sora was I remember that you, I mean, first of all, Viv and I started jamming, and that's Sora where the riff of "Lose My Mind" came out of.
Yeah.
We were in the fifth floor lounge of Holbert C, where all good things start. And I
Yeah.
started doing that, and I just started playing that bass line. I mean, it's just an outline of the chords. It's not really anything crazy.
It's
But,
awesome.
but then we were jamming with not Eli, because Eli isn't Eli's manager's here, not Eli.
Yeah, Eli's not here at the moment.
But
yeah.
we went out in the middle of the, I think it was the gazebo, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we just started playing the SpongeBob theme.
Yeah, there's a
And there's
video on
video
my.
evidence of
There's
that.
a video out on my
There's video
Instagram
of that.
of us doing a little.
But then we
beep, beep, beep,
we
beep,
sort of
beep.
just
Oh,
recorded
the shuffling Yeti on Instagram.
Shameless
You can
plug.
find that shameless plug. You can
Shameless
find
plug.
that video of us playing it. The Wolfe Instagram is Wolf and then the word asterisk spelled out. So follow that too. You can like I don't know,
But
edit some
yeah,
text over me.
it
or
just sort of
something.
we all kind of fell in. We all kind of wrote "Lose My Mind," so you know, it was it's a fun learning experience.
Yeah,
and then all the rest of it followed. You know, all the great hits that you and your children can hear.
This is a lot more official than that. But I mean, I've had a lot of fun. I think we're doing pretty well. Um,
Wait.
Yeah. I would say that the only bands I've been in have been cover bands, which were fun, but like the sexual we're making originals, which is pretty cool. That's all I got to say.
Can I say something as the manager about
No.
what makes it different?
yeah.
No.
Let's hear. Let's hear.
May I?
No. Let's
Let
hear.
the
Let's hear
drum
Frank's
roll.
input.
They do a lot of different genres. You know, their main singles like that, like funky Blue Eyes Soul thing, but then they would go to like a slower soul type song and Beatles esque type stuff, which is kind of cool, especially around here where it's all
Yeah.
like grungy and heavy.
We don't kind of like affiliate with like one genre. Like we're kind of down as indie, but like we do some funk stuff like Lose My Mind, and we do some just like rock and just anything. Really.
We did it.
I think
Not
the
quite
thing
my
that kind of makes the band unique is that, and I mean Matt would be correct in this. Oh
my god!
That is Frank,
Frank.
not Matt.
Matt, Frank. Okay,
Oh
Frank.
my god.
Jesus
Frank here.
Christ.
We look so similar.
Hand the camera. This is Frank.
I'm Frank.
That's
Matt.
This is
That's
Matt.
Oh,
That's
I'm
Matt.
Frank.
Jesus.
And I agree with Frank and the idea that I feel like we pull from a lot of genres, and I think that we, in that way, I think it's kind of unique, And I agree with Frank that we try to go for a lighter sound and a more emotional sound besides something that's aggressive most of the time, I'd say, and I think that gives it a lot more range of emotions.
Yeah,
Not
it's very nice to cover the full creative sweep. I feel like a lot of bands, at least when they first start out, they want to find their sound so quickly that they kind of overlook everything else that they could do. Like, Sly Stone's a good example.
Okay, all right.
But like also like kind of like Ornette Coleman and then stuff like
name
that. Just the
dropping
total
people.
freedom of like making music and the only rule being like we just have to groove. It's not too bad.
Well, no,
I
'cause
like
don't,
it.
You know, I feel like a lot of bands that start, they're usually like a fan of like a couple bands, and they're like, okay, let's make it sound like that. But I think that because we have such a unique group of people, and not like that, we listen to all different genres, you know, like jazz, electronic, older stuff, newer stuff, and I think that gives us a very unique sound because we're pulling from all those influences, you know, and I think that's the kind of unique part about us.
Yeah, it's also nice being so sonically dense. Having 6 people is fun, at least in terms of the studio and what you're capable of doing, especially with multi instrumentalists being present in the band. It
Yeah.
really just adds to it, and it lets us do even more than we could do already.
Because when when you're on stage, you probably want people playing the same instrument, but when you're recording, you know, you can really people can change instruments, they can play different stuff, and it really gives it a different sound because everyone plays stuff differently.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like having a lot of people is really good for like just music in general because you can make it sound so much fuller, like the music, like having more layers and more things, like even live because like when you're recording, you can like stack up different layers with like the same people, but like live, you can still have a bunch of people and you can still do all of those great things.
Yeah, all that, all that.
Yeah, like at the IRC show, I think we had. But the Witch was the loudest, that was for sure. I loved the Witch.
They're great.
Coleslaw was great too. But like I feel like we just had like a very nice balance of sound where it's like there's enough in your face that you're gonna feel something, but like it's not too much where like, it hurts. I don't know, but it's cool. Our first show was fun, and then our second show with the Backfires was even more cool.
I mean, I don't know what else to say. It was great to have everyone actually on stage performing, like all of us plus Eli, Sawyer, and everyone. And it's just like, it was great to actually really kind of get ourselves out there. It was a great opportunity for the band.
And you know, I think it really I mean obviously it wasn't like jam packed, you know. I mean, but I think it definitely showcased our ability to definitely songwrite, and I think that in our case, I think that it's not just like a one man process, you know. It's just it's everyone, and I think that's the beauty of it, honestly. Because I mean, best example of that is "Lose My Mind." You just that entire song, for the most part, besides the riff was written like span 5 hours, right?
Yeah, together.
And honestly, I think it's a really great song. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I did write it. I mean, at least.
No, but we all wrote it
Well, yeah,
together.
no, we all wrote, yeah. But I really think it's a great song, and I really think I hope people think that we're good. Maybe.